the green.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Brunei and Bangladesh for the bowl final.
Incidentally, our referee for this one is Yoshida. Brunei are up for this. The two Bs battling it out. So referee Yoshida gets this underway, and immediately Brunei has some pressure defensively here and trying to run it out of trouble. Is it a tactic that's going to pay off? They eventually go for the kick upfield. The chase is on, and Bangladesh will just about win it. That was really nifty, and that's a monster tackle crushing into Rana there, were Brunei, and they're allowed to take the quick line out. We've not seen too many of those this weekend. Good hands, Brunei. Good bit of rugby this. Oh, the give and go, the show and tell, and away he goes. And this is a stunning run from Zairul Ghazi Jamari to give Brunei the early lead. Did he get it down? Did he get that down? Well, referee says yes. I'm too far away to tell. There wasn't any complaints from Bangladesh. Thought for a minute he might have not got the ball to ground, but he has. Brunei are leading 5-0. Kick to come under the post. Number 10.
All right, they're a try for Brunei.
Number 10. Number 10.
Try scorer for Brunei.
Extras added. They lead 7-0, the Bruneians.
Conversion successful brings the score to Bangladesh 0, Brunei 7.
Good kick-off from Brunei, straight away putting Bangladesh under pressure, but they missed the tackle. A nice twisting and turning from Mahmood. Gets it out to Rana. Man over if they can find him at pace, and they can find him at pace. And we've seen this man go before. They're not going to be catching him. And Razaman is going to level it up if the kick is successful under the post. An electric burst of pace, quick ball from Bangladesh, and it draws them immediately level. Number 4.
Try for Bangladesh. Try scorer for Bangladesh, number 4, Rugby.
So, successful conversion, and these two teams both showing the attacking talent that with their limited resources in terms of numbers of players in the country, which of course is growing all the time, have really shown some great attacking flair. And that was a little knock on there. It's going to be a card on the way, is there? It will be a card. I think she thought about it, Yoshida, and that's going to be yellow for Jewel Rana. Brunei with a one-man advantage for the next 2 minutes. Already had 14 points. We've only played 3 minutes. Oh, look at that monstrous run from Khairul Amin. And a penalty will come, though, for holding on. Didn't release the ball. And Brunei playing a little bit of silly buggers there. He's entitled to ask the question, I suppose, Janari. Oh, twisting and turning, almost losing his footing there. Is Ali Biswas, and they've made a mistake that's allowed Brunei to capitalise down the other end. Some scrambling defence. He's going to have to gather this. Could be in some bother here. He spilt it initially, Mahmood. And somehow they survive, but for how long? Now, Bangladesh grateful to receive that penalty. Oh, he saw that one coming a mile away. That's going to be a knock-on. Head and feed to Brunei and a chance to retake the lead before half-time. Just outside the 5-metre line of Bangladesh. Taking a while to set this scrum. It's taken the clock up and over the 5-minute mark, but Brunei with good click, queen ball, they're going to score. Nice work off the base of the scrum. And Brunei retake the lead. Number 9, Waf Mamus. I believe that try scorer was number 9, Abdul Wafi Mahous. And lining up the conversion now, Shen Quan Lim. Huh? Huh? 14-7. So, kick is good. So, Brunei back into a 7-point lead. Trying the trick play off the kick-off. Hospital ball that was, and the Brunei boy did very well. Showed great bravery to take that at pace. Kicked it on the full. It wasn't dropped. So, kick again or scrum they can have. Looked like a bizarre trick play. They didn't drop kick it. It was kicked off the full of the boot. I think that's what our referee is saying. Yoshida. Just to confirm as well, that old issue rearing it said with the conversions, where the scoreboard. Mate, that guy's got to do better than this, eh? He keeps messing the scores up. Yesterday, is it the same guy that was doing the scoreboard yesterday? How come he's doing these conversion things all wrong? The conversion, just again double checking across the line here with scoreboard operators and officials. That conversion ruled no good by Brunei. So 12-7, they lead, not 14-7, which is significant because it means if Bangladesh were to get a score and convert it, if they're going to get a score, we know this man's got the pace, and a Razaman. They would actually lead Bangladesh. Both these teams giving absolutely everything. Final couple of plays that was knocked on. Only a minor knock-on, but a knock-on nonetheless from Julrana. Half-time then. Real close game this. Bangladesh 7, Brunei 12. Only one score in it at the break. And a reminder, immediately following this match, we'll move on to the plate playoff matches. In the plate, it'll be first up Jordan against Uzbekistan for 7th place, and then Pakistan and Indonesia in the final in a real mouth-watering clash. They'll be playing off for 5th and 6th. And then the 2 cup matches in the 3rd, 4th place playoff, Kazakhstan and Thailand, and the cup final. What a prospect that is. The mighty UAE, packed full of international flair, against the Singapore team who are on a mission here to get promoted back up to the Asian 7 Series, and really are a well-drilled team unit. Haven't had any word on what the situation with their flyer Adam Vine is. It did look like he pulled a hamstring in the win against Kazakhstan, so his participation would have to go down as doubtful. It remains to be seen. Back with the second half of Brunei Bangladesh shortly. Brunei to get us back underway. They lead by 5. Bangladesh have looked dangerous though. They go for another trick kick off, and again it's the same issue. Has to go 10. I think they're in front as well from the kick-off there. So they've given Bangladesh a chance, and because of that confusion over the conversion from Brunei, don't forget a converted try for Bangladesh will put them back in front, and here's their speed, so he's away and gone. Oh, he's into touch. He's got into touch. They'll be pinging that back. For a split second, he thought he was away again, Anna Razaman. But a last-ditch tackle from Brunei put him into touch. Scrappy from Brunei. They're giving it back to Bangladesh. Brunei wobbling a little bit here. Oh my word, that looked nasty. 3 of them went tumbling. Meanwhile, chasing the kick. Brunei have had to kick that dead over. Touching goal. That's got to be a 5-minute scrum, surely. What's the referee doing there? Oh, she's corrected a mistake there. It was kicked over by Brunei. So we head and feed to Bangladesh, 5 metres out, and they are sensing blood here. Brunei in a very blood and thunder encounter. Just showing signs they may be blinking first. They still have the lead, let's remember. And that's not the greatest pass from Bangladesh. But they get it back. Shadid Azaman. Oh, they tried to get the big man out wide involved. He's going to have to go round and back again. Look at him go. He's puts on the teleheader again. He's lost the boot, but 1 foot in. He's going to go under the sticks. And with the conversion, Bangladesh can lead. Brunei all over the place. They've got bodies down all over the field. And with just 1 boot, Bangladesh's star man, Anna Razaman, has gone within an easy conversion for Mahmood of giving Bangladesh the lead. Referee just making sure that Anna Razaman puts his boot on and gets out from under the goal before this conversion is attempted by Mahmood. And Nadim does the business. And Bangladesh now lead. They've trailed twice. Now they're in front for the first time. And a stretcher, unfortunately, being needed for Brunei, who's down in obvious discomfort on the deck here. Man, can't be drinking beer and work. We're professionals. You ask you for one as well. We're professionals. Well, I'm not quite sure who from Brunei is on the floor, but it's clearly not a good situation at all. We wish him all the best and hope he's safe. So Brunei have got to cope with the loss of a team member now. And with around about 4.5, 5 minutes to go of their tournament, they need to find something special. Otherwise, they're going to be booked for 10th place and Bangladesh in 9th. Well, it's always a concern when they take this long to load someone on the stretcher. It tends to mean there's a head or neck injury involved or something spinal. We do hope that he's going to be okay. He's receiving the very best attention over there. We've got the best medics here. The medical team gave the refereeing team and officials a big shout out on the organisers, but the medical team have done sterling work today as these bodies get more and more tired, with this being their 5th game of rugby inside 2 days. They're standing by to make sure everyone is looked after in the best possible way. Well, it's a very lengthy delay this, but understandable under the circumstances. You cannot take any chances here, especially if this is a bad injury and they're not going to be moving him until they're absolutely certain that it's safe to do so. Well, you can see oxygen being applied here, and they're keeping his head absolutely still. I'm not sure we should be showing a close-up of this, to be honest. Trying to pull out. Yes, understandably, for reasons of privacy, we'll pull out and just give you a longer shot. You could just catch a glimpse on that shot we showed briefly of the oxygen being applied. It looks like they are getting ready to try and move him, are they? Or maybe just letting him compose himself. The good news is the Brunei players who were initially around the player now are obviously satisfied enough that it's not a very, very serious situation to form up and start playing again. It's never a nice thing when you see a teammate suffering like this. But now the medical staff do appear to be a little bit more relaxed and getting ready to lift him off. So, of course, it takes a secondary importance to someone's health. But please ignore the clock in the left-hand corner of the screen now, because we've played, by my estimation, about 4 minutes of time to be added on because of this stoppages, maybe even longer. And I wonder whether he might just be unconscious, and that's what the concern was. Ambulance is in attendance. If for a precautionary measure he needs to go to hospital. Incidentally, Pakistan just warming up underneath us now. They're getting ready for their big match that will follow against Indonesia after Jordan take on Uzbekistan. So, a mutual round of applause, I think, in a very worrying situation. We will be good to restart now. As I said, please ignore the clock in the top left of the screen. There's still about 4 minutes to play. And Bangladesh, with another score here, if it's converted, can make life very difficult for Brunei, who have looked to wobble now, and there's another knock on early on. It's all going wrong for Brunei. And they started this match so well, led twice. But that second misconversion from them in the first half at the moment is costing them dearly, because it's given Bangladesh, who've converted both their tries, the initiative here. Bangladesh, it's not the quickest or the best ball, But they've come up with it nonetheless. Oh, what a pass that was. Really should have been gathered in. I think it actually caught Nadim Mahmood unawares. Didn't think he was expecting them to be able to get it away. He ended up knocking it on. Advantage with Brunei, who now try and go through their hands. One of their danger men now. Jamari on the ball, but they've given up another penalty, and I'm afraid there's no way Bangladesh can win this if they're playing the whole of the second half in their own half, which is what's happening. Oh, again, taken the penalty incorrectly. Hold on, she's signalled a scrum, and now she's let them try it again. Brunei are onto something here. They've managed to get a foot through there, and they get into Bangladesh area. Heads up in the stands. Booted anywhere by Bangladesh. Got some distance on that. The line out will go to Brunei. 10 metres inside the Bangladesh half. Can they fashion a move here? Try and get the win. Time goes off again. Now what's happening? Oh, Yoshida, our referee. Blood injury, I'm assuming. Which is why they want to come and sort that out. Is it Zaindi that has a bit of blood on his nose or on his mouth? I think so. Can't be allowed to continue with his blood because there might even be in his ear, actually, which no one likes to see. Bit of sportsmanship being shown by Sohail Rana of Bangladesh. Of course, it's an awkward situation. This Brunei are running out of players, really. And at the same time, don't want to really put them short-handed for the fault of anyone else. But they need some time to stop this bleeding. They can have an awful lot of time added on. We've already played 5.5 minutes over the 14. And they are going to call for the interchange here, Brunei. Little choice. Now he seems to be ready to go. And now he wants to go on. And now he has to go off. So frustration for Zanidi. And now, of course, they've got no hooker to throw the ball in. It's all getting rather shambolic. And the momentum opportunity inside Bangladeshi territory, you may think here would be lost. Throw in. Mohamed Murad thought he was going to be out on the wing a minute ago, and that was nowhere near straight. Well, that was a mile unstraight. They've come up with it anyway, Bangladesh, and this will be game set match if he goes over here. And it's Bangladesh that win the foot race to the try line, and Nadim Mahmood with another try for him this tournament. And Bangladesh now are out of sight. Brunei won't be coming back, and you feel for them with injuries and decisions not going their way. The loss of a hooker at that line-out was crucial as well. And Bangladesh are about to confirm 9th spot in the 2018 Rugby Asia Sevens Trophy. Oh, get it to over. They all count. Panitos Chakma as the extras. Well, it appears there's still going to be time to restart here. We've already played nearly an extra 7 minutes in the second half, which takes some doing, but it was an incredibly long stoppage. Brunei now on the charge. Oh, what a hit that was! Shen Quan Lim knew all about that. I think it was Sohail Rana with one of the tacklers of the tournament so far. And now Brunei desperately trying to find an option. Jamari picks it up, puts it down, picks it back up again. Now it's Safwan. Safwan knocks it on in the tackle. And Bangladesh think they fancy another one. The kick and chase. Look out for the electric pace of Mahmood again. And Mahmood gets there first. What's the second kick like? Still a scramble on the deck. There's going to be some hands on the floor there. Someone's getting a penalty, and it's going to be Bangladesh. But they can take this quickly. They can walk it through to the try line. I think they're out of energy as well, offside. And they're going again. At the death, another for Bangladesh. And they'll confirm their position of 9th spot. And it means a lot to them. Just look at the celebrations. To the plate matches. Jordan, Uzbekistan in the 7th place.